Hello, so welcome to pile one. Okay, so pile one was the clear quartz, and the cards that we have are the Five of Swords and the Hangman. Okay, so the Five of Swords it can be that there's been a bit of a battle, but nobody's a real winner in this situation. And in this, we've got two witches that are kind of look upset, one in particular. And the one on the left has got all of the swords. So she's got all of the energy, all of the swords. But has she really won anything? Has she really won in this situation? Or is it kind of a false victory? So this could apply. So obviously this is all about the full moon. So it can be about releasing something, and it can also be about letting things go, and it can also be about choosing your battles wisely, because sometimes there's a better way of doing things, which is what happens with the Hangman. So the Hangman, he's kind of hanging there. He's not actually attached to the tree, he's actually attached to his broom. Yeah, he's got a chain around himself, but he looks like he's kind of waiting for something to happen. And he's also got the key in his hand. So he has basically got the key to his freedom. So you could say, yeah, you might feel that you've won something, if there's been an argument, but then you might not be feeling free about it. Might not feel like you have actually won anything, but you've got the key to this. And also the Hangman is daring to be different. It can be pausing before you reflect on something, and it can also be about that you don't necessarily need anybody else's input, that you're able to make the decision for yourself. And it's also about daring to be different, I think, as well, daring to do things a different way, not necessarily needing other people's opinion, or other people might not understand the situation, but that doesn't matter, does it really? So I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you'd like a personal reading with me, just send me a message. Hello, so welcome to pile 2, which is Smoky Quartz. And the cards we have for this one are the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So both very different energies. So for example, if I was going to look at star signs, Taurus would be the Queen of Pentacles, and their opposite is the King of Cups. So it doesn't mean that they necessarily do things completely differently. Well, they do things differently. The Queen of Pentacles is more grounded, she's very bountiful, she's very abundant. In the picture, she's got loads of cats around her, the trees are blossoming, she's got lots of apples and grapes, so she's really abundant. And she's also very nurturing as well, and she's very grounded. So maybe you need to embody this energy, this grounded energy. And she's a queen, don't forget, as well. So the queen is equal to the king. They might view things differently. If this is you thinking about a relationship, it's like two people. Now, the King of Cups is an emotional guy. He is in touch with his feelings, but sometimes he can maybe control his feelings a little bit. And also as well, we both embody male and female energies. So he's sat on his throne. He's in the middle of the ocean. Well, we've got a whale, we've got a dolphin, and then obviously we've got all the fish. So again, he's very abundant and he's very emotionally in tune with himself, but sometimes maybe he's trying to control his emotions a little bit too much. And maybe the Queen of Pentacles, because she's so grounded and he's on water, he's emotional, and he hasn't actually got that much land really, maybe she can ground him. So maybe she can hold his feelings, hold his emotions. So he's got this emotional depth, but she is the grounded, abundant energy, so she can kind of encase that. So that's another lovely message. And again, if you want a reading with me, just send me a message. But I hope you like the reading. Welcome to pile 3, which is the clear quartz, and we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the World. Very different energies, but the Seven of Swords, if you look at that picture, the witch is holding 7 swords. Now, things may not be how they look. So in this picture, you could say that she is running away with these swords, that she's taken them off this bookcase. But has she? Because it's a matter of perspective, because she could be returning something. She might not have taken anything. So it's about changing your perspective and thinking, okay, things aren't always what they seem. And because it's the swords, it's generally about communication and how we think. So maybe you need to ask some more questions. Maybe you need to think about it a little bit, because things are not always as they first look. Like I say, in this picture, you don't know whether she's coming or whether she's going somewhere, if she's returning. So maybe don't judge the situation. And then we've got the World. So the World is wonderful. The World is positive. It can be coming full circle. So if you're in a relationship and you're not quite sure what's happening, then maybe it's a case of thinking about why you feel this way. Maybe you need to ask more questions. Maybe if it's to do with a job, maybe things might not be as they seem, but again, it's about asking questions. And then you can have the World. Now, the World is also, it can mean travel, it can mean relocation. I mean, you know, she's sat on that beach, there's a beautiful house behind her, she's got a beautiful picnic. And the World is, it can be good, like looking back at, you've done like a 360, but it's also embracing a change, and it's also telling you that you can have the World as well. But what is it that you want exactly? I suppose that is a good question. So again, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you'd like to book with me, just send me a message. And I hope the messages in the cards helped you think about how you could use the pink moon, which the full moon, which is on Wednesday. So take care.